the legendary DMX. And their connection with Jay-Z was really complex. Furthermore, despite the fact that Jay paid homage to X after his passing, it has just come to light that X never truly trusted Jay and believed he was a snake who never wanted others to thrive. It was truthful. You see what I mean when I say that a lot of people are terrified of being honest? They're afraid to be themselves because they believe it makes them appear weak or something like, or, you know. Well, guy, we all have our flaws. I'm saying that everyone who attempts to pretend as though they don't is lying, you know? Jay allegedly sabotaged his sixth studio album because he was intimidated by the competition, according to a previous claim made by DMX. Jay, though, of course, never acknowledged this. In contrast to Jay, DMX was always quite forthright about the shadowy side of the music business. Well, many people think he represents the bad side. I no longer have as much love for one, you know, for wanting to be a part of the industry. You understand what I mean when I say that I don't even link myself with the industry? I'm not a professional artist. I work as an artist in a field. What actually happened between DMX and Jay-Z, then? Did X truly make an effort to tell us that Jay was a snake? Let's get started. Because once you retire, you know, that's when you can remove me from the list. You're now rapping once more. Okay. A few days after DMX passed away on April 9, 2021, Jay-Z was asked to weigh in on X's legacy on LeBron James' chat show, The Shop. Jay remembered how he abstained from the Grammys in 1999 because DMX wasn't nominated. And he added that despite their rivalry, there was always a lot of love between the two of them. Just nearly like what he meant to the culture, to be exact. Perhaps he was referring to you specifically. By the way, it was for him that I first abstained from the Grammys. That year, both of us graduated. He received no nominations. In the same year, he released 2 albums and had 2 chart-topping albums. They didn't even put him forward. That year, my rap album won. I therefore choose to abstain from attending my first Grammy ceremony in support of him. So there was some rivalry, but it was also a lot of love. He was really tough on me. I have never, ever met a person who is more competitive with me. Not even my older sibling. But Jay neglected to explain that he was the one who was competitive and supposedly attempted to ruin X's career. When Jay-Z took over as president of Def Jam Records in 2004, DMX claims that's when he began acting differently. See, DMX was a longtime Def Jam artist who released 5 #1 albums between 1998 and 2003. Then, however, Jay-Z took the reins as president after DMX implied during an appearance on The Breakfast Club in 2012 that Jay had attempted to ruin his 6th studio album, Year of the Dog. What, once more? What actually happened was, well, as I mentioned, I had a crazy track record, Def Jam, and everything was going well. As I was finishing up the 6th album, Jay-Z was elected president. Yes. You know, as soon as he started working there, he called me and said, "Yo, dog, inmates are running the building. Yo, how are you? Complete the album, then film the video." What took place next? We don't know, Jimmy, go on vacation. You are unaware? How do you listen to an entire album? Choose one, and then shoot a video? I'm not sure. X claims that everything that happened was the result of Jay changing his mind about retiring and deciding to eliminate the opposition before to his comeback. I see what's really excellent now, okay. You're attempting to put me out of business, you know, because after you retire, you should take my name off the label. You're now rapping once more. Okay, listen up, man, everything is fine. At this point, DMX understood that Jay was only concerned with himself and would never care about anyone until it served his interests. X eventually signed with Columbia Records after leaving Def Jam. Additionally, DMX apparently believed Jay couldn't be trusted for another reason. Additionally, Jay's relationship with individuals who have actual influence over musicians is relevant. Although Jay and DMX both make significant contributions to the music industry and culture, they operated in completely different ways when it came to business. DMX has always been quite candid about the way record label executives abuse their power to manipulate artists and won't submit to them. They have this new breed of rappers who pay DJs to play their music. They write, "You understand what I mean?" The record label execs are being sucked dry by them. And it appears that there is an excess of that. Let me be who I am, let me be the artist that I am, and just play my music, I'm saying. You know exactly what you mean when you say that you did all of this for his benefit, even sitting at the table with him and going to dinner with him. Shit. I'll bow down in that manner. I'll give you the music, see? I'll give it to you. On the other hand, Jay-Z started off by engaging in business tactics. He has also been charged with betraying other persons who were close to him over the years. One of them is Dame Dash, a co-founder of Rockefeller with Jay, who claimed that Jay-Z sold him out in 2021 by conspiring with the heads of the music business. Dame wanted to sell his shares in Rockefeller and said that Jay was eager to buy them but only offered him $1.5 million. Dame and his team attempted to sell Jay's debut album, Reasonable Doubt, as an NFT after being insulted by the lowball offer. However, when I was given a specific sum of money in exchange for my ownership stake in Reasonable by Rockefeller Inc., the company that controls Reasonable Doubt, they gave me something similar to $1.50 Jay-Z. And I thought, that shows a lot of disdain. I suppose I had to sell it elsewhere. And I was conversing with my cousin, Ron Sweeney, a lawyer who I knew. They also informed me of all the possible uses for it and suggested that it could be best to market it as an NFT. Rockefeller decided to sue as a result. Dame, though, asserted that he was attempting to sell his interest in the imprint rather than any element of the project. I received the lawsuit because, once more, I was falsely accused of doing anything to prevent me from doing it, and then everyone just vanished. I was therefore left to handle the litigation by myself. I felt that. Dame added that this was the moment he understood corporate interests were attempting to sway the story. Even after the lawsuit was resolved in 2022, Dame subsequently called Jay out once more, accusing him of betraying him in exchange for money. And according to Dame, higher-ups in the music business persuaded Jay to sell him out. The algorithm is that. Dame said it wasn't shocking because it always occurs like that. One is forced to sell out, then the other. Divide and conquer, says their pal. That is a typical tale. That's not all, though. Liar Cohen, one of the most influential figures in the music business and the former head of Def Jam, was also singled out by Dame. People sometimes choose to ignore the facts, but in this case, especially when it comes to many of his business actions, that should tell you everything you need to know. But how do you feel about the delicate bond between Jay-Z and DMX? Do you believe Jay betrayed X in real life? Leave a comment below if you want to read the next narrative.